Okay, we're here, about to start class 1. How are you feeling? You see them back there?
And they're foam rolling and they're doing stuff and I don't know what I'm doing and I'm terrified.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
I don't know what I just lived through every day for a month.
So the challenge is for us to complete CrossFit for 1 month. That means work out 5 to 6 times per week with the seasoned CrossFitters at CrossFit Kokomo.
That's right.
That means stick to the nutrition that they have given us, agree to drink water and get enough rest and recover.
I'm doing this because personally, I'm on this never-ending quest. I've been kind of on a fitness journey for the last 2 years, working out in my home. You know, there's a lot about CrossFit in general that gives me some anxiety, makes me a little bit nervous.
For me, I am doing this because I grew up, I was never somebody who was really fit. In my 20s, I got really into fitness. I ran marathons. During that time, someone I worked with looked at me and said that no one who looked like me could be inspiring to anyone else. That unless I was smaller and unless I was leaner, no one would aspire to be like me. And so I quit teaching. Those words stuck with me for more than a decade. I haven't thought of myself as an athlete in a really long time and got married, had some kids, changed careers. Over these last now 10 years, I have gained a shocking amount of weight. And that's why I'm doing this, is that I want to see what can I really do, who am I really, and to sort of leave a lot of that stuff behind me.
Kokomo, hi, my name is Kevin Jewell and I am the owner of CrossFit Kokomo. Pam and Erin are going to be doing CrossFit for the next 30 days. They don't need any prerequisite training. CrossFit is constantly varied functional movements performed at relative high intensity. When we talk functional, we should be able to take what we learn out on the floor into real life. And while it's barbells and kettlebells in here today, tomorrow, it might be picking something up off the ground. We want to make sure that people understand that it doesn't matter where you're at in your fitness journey or where you've been. We're going to teach you the basics in our foundations course, and that should be the goal over the next 30 days, is to show that you come in as you are, and in a short amount of time, if everything goes right, we should be on the right path of a fit, healthier lifestyle.
So before we got started with any of our CrossFit classes, the coaches took us through what's called foundations. So it's kind of an on-ramp to make sure you know how to do every single move in CrossFit, slowed down one-on-one to make sure your form is right. We also did a bit of a fitness test just to see a little mini workout, and then some box jumps, some jump ropes, some things like that to really test like where are we to start. And I'll say for me at least, it showed me how far I have to go. It took me forever to land a pretty low to me box jump, and it just felt much more difficult than I would have thought it should have.
All right, Erin and I are on our way to day 1 of our CrossFit journey for a month. Erin, what are your thoughts?
Nervous and excited. There was a time in my life I really liked to work out. I'm hoping that we find that again. And for me, I'm more worried that I just feel really shitty about myself and how far I've let myself go. That's the place where I think this whole month is going to really suck for me to overcome that.
I am really nervous because when we met with Kevin before we started this video, I saw a few things around the gym that kind of brought up some old demons of mine.
Yeah.
Specifically the box jumps, you guys. When I saw those boxes stacked against the side of the walls, I was brought back to my 15-year-old self failing and flat back on the floor. And so I'm nervous. I'm excited to dive into it together.
Yep.
And we are headed to day 1 of our journey with CrossFit Kokomo. Okay, we're here, about to start class 1. How are you feeling? You see them back there?
And they're foam rolling and they're doing stuff and I don't know what I'm doing and I'm terrified.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
I don't know what I just lived through. We're doing this every day for a month.
Okay, hardest CrossFit workout I have ever done.
Week 2, I am so sore. It is freezing. It's been a good week. I feel good.
Gravity Trampoline Park is Indiana's premier indoor trampoline park, but it's also the easiest, most fun way to celebrate a birthday or special event in Kokomo. Let Gravity take care of the setup, cleanup, and all the details, giving you more time to create outrageously fun memories with your kids. Each party features 60 minutes of jump time, a private VIP room, jumping socks for all the jumpers, food, beverages, and more. You can customize a package that's perfect for your group and spend time jumping, bouncing, ziplining, and celebrating. But Gravity isn't just for kids. With the all-new adventure and ninja courses, plus the beer, wine, and adult lounge, Gravity makes the perfect spot for a holiday party, family reunion, or other memorable event. They do private rentals as well as several styles of fundraisers for schools and organizations. Spots book up quickly, so don't delay and call today. For more information, visit gravitykokomo.com.
CrossFit Kokomo uses a tool called the InBody, and that assesses what your body is actually made of. Muscle, fat, organs, water, bone. So the InBody has several points of contact. So you stand on it like a normal scale, and then at the end it gives you a reading with everything your body's made of. Kevin gave us really detailed recommendations for what we should be eating, using tons and tons of math for both Pam and myself. He went through and figured out how much each of us burns every day using the InBody assessment, and then from there broke that down further into how many grams of carbohydrate, fat, and protein we should each be eating each and every single day to make sure we were getting the most out of our training time.
All I have to say is there was a move called Satan's Press. It was hard, but I did it, and man, do I feel strong.
I feel like I'm building a little bit more confidence.
Okay, so we are at the halfway point of this experience. 15 days in, Pam, what have you thought so far?
I've been pleasantly surprised. There's been some other things that have been really hard. It's been a good mix of both. I'm really finding only 15 days in, Erin, I'm really enjoying it. I am enjoying the workouts, some more than others. The community that was described to us, I was one of those like, okay, like I'll see it for myself.
It was this crazy workout. There were box jumps, do some cardio, and then there were wall walks. This woman named Jen clearly sees me like, what are we doing? She sees me and she's like, you ever done this before? I was like, no, hard no. And she gets down on the floor and she's like, cool, do it with me. She just got down on the floor, did it with me, and it was like, yes, you might try this, you might try this. In the middle of the workout, she comes over, she's like, I saw you on that last one, it looked so good, keep doing that. Like, it's such a weirdly level playing field.
Like, it almost brought me to tears because I had this moment of like, I'm doing it. And if you would have described to me what I did that day during that workout, I would have been like, yeah, I can't do that. But that's been one huge takeaway I'll remember for the rest of my life, is what Kevin has kind of coached us to. Like, we don't say, I can't do that. We say,
I'm not able to do that today. We got our halfway done in-body assessment halfway through today. We didn't get to know anything, so I am dying to
Me too.
know what has happened in my body composition.
So yeah, we're day 15, and there's a couple really exciting things we're seeing. One, the sheer confidence that you guys have had coming in 5-6 days a week. This doesn't always paint the best picture. I think what's really fun to see is we're seeing things like Erin get upside down. We're seeing things like you jump on high boxes, things that you guys had no idea you were capable of until you start doing them and seeing what your body can do. And that's been a really, really cool thing. Seeing a lot of things happen, like weight go down, muscle go up, fat go down, and that's exactly what we're looking at, right? We don't necessarily want to just lose poundage.
Right.
We want to see body composition changing. We want to see things like we're gaining muscle, we're losing fat, and everything in between, right? Is the physical transformation is happening, but I think the mental and emotional aspect is playing just as big, if not even a bigger role.
Kevin gave us very general positive feedback.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to keep going.
2 weeks in, 2 weeks to go. Keep it up.